Hello, Pisces. Welcome to my channel. I am pulling cards today for the next month, the next moon cycle, to the end of the next moon of this moon cycle. What might you expect? We have love abounds and nurture. Wow, that's wonderful, loving energy. Bottom of the deck is feeling alone. So are you coming off of a period of isolation and maybe getting back out there? So we're going to pull cards about loving relationships. We're going to pull cards on your career or business and also some general messages. Uh-oh. That's too many. We're going to put them all back. Try again. The pre-shuffle from both decks, we have love. Bottom of the deck, doubt. That's almost like the Five of Pentacles being on the bottom of the other deck. There's something, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it can't. I feel like there's a part of you that doesn't believe you can have it. Surrender, friendship, loneliness. Boy, success on the bottom of the deck. You are your own wet blanket. You stop yourself from feeling the joy of what could be. Okay, we're going to take them. Bully, liberator, prostitute. This is a lot about power. This is about power. And maybe you feel child orphan, you felt a loss of power. You felt a bit hopeless. And specifically in your career, maybe in general. Are you with that control? I just saw that control. Are you taking control? King, okay. Don Juan, rescuer, you are taking control. Messiah, but you seem to have made somebody else the victim. All right, we're gonna go through and look at your love cards. We have dedicated effort, so working at something, definitely trying to make some sort of relationship work. You are energetically investing. Your current energy is released. You're letting go of something. I don't think it's the relationship, but you're letting go of something. Maybe something that's getting in the way of the relationship, something that is presenting challenges. We have the Fool and the Tower, two majors. Wow. Something's happening that's going to require a leap of faith. It looks like you're not too afraid to do it. Knave of Coins. And you learn something in the process. You're about to learn something about yourself. But it's going to require that you do something difficult or challenging first. But the act of doing that, the act of going for it, the act of being faithful, and by that I mean taking action even though you don't know what the result will be, that is going to be freeing to you for some reason. Maybe you've only gone for sure things. You've only take risks that are calculated and that where you believe you know the result. This is going to require that you risk something without knowing the result. You're going to have to put pride aside and fear aside. And it will elevate you. The act of doing that will elevate you. It's going to take this relationship into a good place. That's how you gain control. Wow. Being willing to put yourself on the line. You're going to have to make a sacrifice. You are going to have to literally risk something of value in order to gain some control in this relationship. So what you've been trying in the past hasn't been working. And this is a big gesture. This is a big thing. This isn't a small thing. But it's something that's required in order for you to feel more powerful in this relationship. And it looks like you want to hang on to it. So that's definitely speaking to that end. That's going to help you stay in this relationship if you have some ownership in it. As far as your general messages, we have surrender, friendship, loneliness. I think you're finding out that some people aren't your friend and you're going to have to let them go. You feel loneliness, but it's okay to feel loneliness. I'm not going to tell you that loneliness is the end of the world. It isn't. Success is on the bottom. You have to go through this for a reason. I think you would need to find out who's with you and who's against you. This is the time for that. It's a shedding season for you, Pisces. Let it happen. Let it happen. You'll be happier in the end. Right now, you're giving your energy to people who aren't giving their energy to you. You are in relationships that are not reciprocal, and it's time for you to stop giving your stuff away. I will say similarly about your career cards. We have King, so that's you sort of thinking very highly of yourself. Don Juan, similar. Thinking very highly of yourself. You're very charming. You can talk anybody into anything. And Rescuer, and you feel like you're everybody's savior. Messiah on the bottom. You feel like everybody's savior. But who's saving you, Pisces? In this, I'm going to say don't forget to pour into yourself. You are doing things for other people. But I challenge you to find the motivation, the self-motivation. What is it about you that wants this, that helps keep you going? Doing things for other people gets old really fast. It's not sustainable. It's not something that you can do endlessly. And so you're setting yourself up for a fall if you continue to use other people's opinions as motivation for what you do. So currently you have release, friendship, Don Juan. Okay, so that charming, whoever you thought yourself to be, you have a vision of who you are to yourself, and I think that that's changing. I know that that's changing. You are letting go of that, of being everybody's friend, of being the life of the party. You're letting go of that. And by the end of the month, you will have some control over yourself. You're going to feel the loneliness of people not in your life anymore because, again, you're letting some of those friendships go, the ones that don't serve you. And this rescuer, I'm thinking about you and other people, but it could be you rescuing yourself. Gaining control of yourself, not letting loneliness guide your decisions, is you rescuing yourself from people who will just suck you dry. They're just going to suck you dry. They're going to take as much as you're willing to give, and they'll never stop. And it's time for you to recognize it and put an end to it. This is a growth period for you, and it's all about relationships. It's all about relationships, your personal relationships, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your coworkers. It's time for you to stand in your power. It's like you view relationships as almost indebtedness, obligation. You view relationships as beneficial when somebody is giving something the other one needs. What about a relationship where no one is needy? Have you even contemplated that? Is that even possible to you? Think about it, because that's healthier to me, where everybody comes into the relationship whole. They have everything they need. They simply choose to spend time with you, not because you're providing a service, not because you're doing something for them that they can't do for themselves, but simply because they enjoy your company. They love to bask in your energy. They relate to you. Your heart speaks to their heart. Those are healthier relationships than this one where it's almost transactional, where everybody in the relationship gets something out of it, and that's the only way that it persists. That's a pattern for you, a habit, maybe what you were shown, but there's a lack of health in that, and you can do better. I got a bunch of these manifestation cards I did not anticipate, but I'm going to take them all because they came out rather sure. Keep your heart open. Absolutely. So just because you aren't giving away the store doesn't mean that you can't love people, feel for them. That's still a beautiful quality to have. It's just picking and choosing when it's beneficial and when it isn't, and when it's dangerous and when it isn't. That's what you need to decipher. New moon in Leo, shine. Absolutely. You can still be charming, just not in the same way. Not as a means to get things from people or convince them of things or over influence. Just shine just because that's who you are. We have attuned to the divine. Tap in. Pray, pray, pray. Meditate. Tap into the divine. You're being guided spiritually, and you need to make sure that your vision is clear, that you are in relationship with God, so you know how to accept His guidance. You know when it is His guidance. So tap in and leave the past behind. Time to let go of those old relationships, those old patterns that aren't serving you anymore. This is a time of shedding. It's shedding season. Bottom of the deck, we have release control. And I'm talking here about you gaining control. But release release control. Wow. Got the release card and the control card. So I will still interpret that the way I see it here. You're going to release something, and in that releasing, you're going to gain better control of yourself. All right, Pisces. Those are the messages I have for you. I hope that you found them helpful. Please like the video if it resonated. Subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, bye.